Me and my girlfriend were one side of the plane, there was the aisle, and the other side there were these two huge fat women, okay? Proper fat. One of them just got on and went, "Can I have a belt extension?" "Yeah, of course you can, you've earned it," right? So... proper. In fact, I was thinking of calling the pilot out and going, "Should one of us swap with one of them? Otherwise, we're just going to Canada." Do you know what I mean? And one of them was even fatter than the other one, okay? And she was there, and she'd got on the plane with one of those takeaway buckets of fast food. Bucket! A bucket? Really? You want your meal in a bucket? Yes. Right? So, she's there, and she's chowing down, right? And I swear, she turns to her fat friend and says, "This is the best fried chicken I've had all day."
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and this is an interesting news topic that was rumbling around the internet yesterday. Look, as a fat, I feel like I can speak to this, you know, from a position of authenticity, and share like an actual personal anecdote about traveling while you are very large. So a TikToker who apparently their whole life, you know, they've been told that big is beautiful and that there's nothing wrong with being, look, I mean, there's being overweight, okay? And then there's like that next level where you have to like actively work to be that out of shape and that like gigantic. There aren't a lot of glandular problems that make people 600 pounds. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying that's the truth of it. And this TikToker has now claimed that the airplane aisles are discriminatory because they're not big enough for them. Now, that argument could hold some merit until you see this individual. Now, they were doing this all for clout, I'm certain, but they have since deleted everything because, well, reality. Apparently their video, you know, kind of got out of their bubble. So, by the way, today's the last day of the 10% off site-wide. Promo code DELISH, DELISH, over on coffeebrandcoffee.com. I'm not going to go through every little thing that we've done. We've got brand new flavors out. We've got 15 different organic teas. If nothing else, check out our reviews. There are 4,300 verified customer reviews. Average review score, 4.8 out of 5. I know if you try our product, you're really going to love it. And I hope you do. I can't fit in the plane aisle. It feels like discrimination. She hopes this idea is taking off. A plus-sized TikToker is arguing that airlines should make plane aisles wider to accommodate larger passengers, calling the current layout, quote, discrimination. The woman who posts on the platform as Big Curvy Olivia shared a video this week, and we're going to look at that, showing herself struggling to traverse a United Airlines plane. By the way, this is a big United Airlines plane. As somebody who is heavy, I purposely look at what planes I'm flying in so I know which ones have the most room. This is just common sense. But she is in a very large plane and still can't fit between the seats. Honestly, it's discrimination that they can't build wider aisles in airplanes in 2023, she wrote in the clip, which has nearly 1 million views. Now, let's take a look at the clip. Okay, so there is large, and then there is, you know, a whole nother level. Just a whole nother level. What happened to the, I think, the video? Oh, wait, yeah. She deleted the video, but, you know, the internet's forever. So we're going to take a look at this. It's, look, I want to tell you, like, what really spurred me to try and lose some weight, honestly, the God's honest truth, was the shame of asking for a seatbelt extender on an airplane. Like, it's just, that it's very embarrassing. And for me, that was my wake up moment back in April. It was like, dude, you know, and And like, I'm nowhere near this large. I don't need to buy 2 seats on a plane. I can fit in first class seats just fine. I'm also 6'5", so that presents a different issue when you're flying, but like fitting in the bathroom. But this is the video. I mean, this woman is, I'm guessing, by the way, this is a huge plane too. You'll see here because it has such a big area. It has these first class, look at that. Like, it has these first class cubbies. It's almost like an international flight, or from like New York to Hawaii or California, you might see a plane this big. This is a very large plane. When I fly out of Milwaukee, the only planes I get are 1x2s. 1 seat on the left, 2 on the right. I've never even seen these booths before. These like private suites that they sell. And they write, it's discrimination. They can't build wider aisles. Look, I'm trying to be sympathetic. You know, I don't want to be mean here. But if my luggage is 6 ounces over the 75-pound limit, they charge me $100. This is one of the most infuriating things about this stuff. And I'm a big guy, right? If my luggage weighs 6 ounces more than it should, they're going to make me take something out of it, or they're going to charge me $100 or whatever the heavy baggage fee is. This person, probably weighs 600 pounds, 600 pounds. I don't know exactly. And like, by the way, there's nobody else on the plane. This is kind of weird. Like, it feels staged. Like, oh, I'm going to just get on this plane so I can show me struggling. To get this big is a choice. Okay, even in my weight, when I was at my heaviest, all of that was personal choices, you know? And like, look how big this plane is in the first place. A lot of the replies, ain't nobody tell you to get that big. You know, I'm not going to like make fun of her. But like, this is ridiculous. The idea that, you know, first of all, you're going to have to buy a second seat for a fact. You see this, honestly, it feels like discrimination. They can't build the post, reach out for comment. They end up deleting the video. Her post drew more than 5,000 comments with users divided over how to handle the situation. That's why I fly first class for business. I'm not as big, but I'm not small. Everyone is happy and I get peace when user confess. That's what I have to do. I make sure I book my flight. I book my flight by which one I can get first class, and I always take the single row seat. Like, I am go out of my way to be accommodating because I'm bigger, and I don't want to be like, you know, like my rolls aren't hanging over the edge, but like, I'm a big guy, and I go out of my way to find a plane or book a plane at a time in which I don't have to sit next to somebody. And I always upgrade to business, which nowadays isn't like first class, but it's a little bit bigger with a little bit more legroom. That's the tax that I have to pay because I'm not going to make it everyone else's problem, right? Look, I'm a really big guy and I don't fit things in either, but I like to just accommodate and accept for that myself, another one declared. Right. Others slam the woman as audacious for her audacious observation. Got a problem with it, don't fly. How's this discrimination? Real talk, they should be accommodating for tall people. Yeah, I mean, I'm 6'5", and if you ever have been in the airport bathroom, think about being in one when you're 6'5". It ain't easy. Wider aisles means less seats, and that'll be cutting into profits to accommodate the supersized woman. This wouldn't make sense. Yeah, I mean, what's funny is like there's actually a change.org petition with 9,000 signatures that says demand for the FAA to, quote, protect plus size passengers. To me, it's simple. You can see the size of this woman. She's clearly taking up 2 seats. You should have to pay for 2 seats. What do you mean? Like, I don't really understand the argument against it. If you don't like it, drive. To be honest with you, air travel right now is probably the least comfortable and the least, it sucks traveling now. It is post-COOF, it's the absolute worst. Every plane is jam-packed. They're late constantly. Connections get missed more than ever right now. Flying, if it's less than 8-hour drive, is a risk nowadays. It didn't used to be that way. But the idea that the FAA should mandate that all airlines have comprehensive customer of size policy. Customer of size. This is just coming from like this generation of my problems are everybody else's problem. Airlines should offer a refund for customers of size who purchase additional seats independently. This should be a straightforward process that can be accessed online. No. If you take up 2 seats, you should pay for 2 seats. I don't really you're talking about an airplane that has a fixed weight limit and fixed space limit. The idea that 10,000 people sign this is pathetic. Like, absolutely insane. Like, I'm signing this because I'm an exceptionally but naturally large person. I'm 6'8", that's tall. And I've always had problems with air travel. You don't have to, like, air travel is not a right. Like, being tall, I could actually understand that. Like, look, if I'm 6'8" and I'm thin, and I don't know, there's some way you could accommodate me. Like, you can you can offer them more legroom because they can't fit in the standard seat. Like, that I might actually listen to because you can't really control how tall you are. But again, the thing is, you can be pretty out of shape and fly. You can be probably 350 to 400 pounds and not need 2 seats. I guess unless you're really, really short. But the idea that you would demand it is hilarious. Take some personal responsibility, for crying out loud. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. Make sure to head over to coffeebrandcoffee.com, promo code DELISH, last day 10% site-wide. Would absolutely love to earn your business. We'll talk to you again real soon.